Hi, One Best BR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Right now we're going to take a look at the upcoming Kansas TCU game for Saturday, February 6th. Kansas opened as a 12-point road favorite, and Kansas, of course, started this year as a great bet against the spread. But then in January, in conference play, they became a terrible bet overall. They went 3-6 against the spread in January, and one of those ATS wins was a luck cover in OT as a favorite, and most of the ATS losses were by margins. They did start things off pretty well in February, though. They got a good win and relatively comfortable cover as a double-digit favorite at home against Kansas State. TCU, though, they've been pretty thoroughly overmatched in Big 12 play. They're 3-6 against the spread so far in conference, although they did have some nice performances in early January, including a surprisingly close game on the road against Kansas, where they lost by just 7 as a 22.5-point underdog on the closing line. But more recently, they've been really struggling against the spread and looking like they're just not quite getting as many points as an underdog in the tough Big 12 as they should be getting. In this spot, though, that might not quite be the case. It might be a bit of a down spot for Kansas, since they do have two big games coming up right after next week. First at home against West Virginia midweek, and then on the road at Oklahoma the Saturday after that. And in general, they seem to be lacking a little bit of toughness right now, even in their win against Kansas State, and that could come back to bite them here, at least from an ATS perspective, as a double-digit road favorite against a team that already played them pretty close once. So Kansas clearly outclasses TCU, but in this spot, I think I'd be leaning to TCU getting this many points just because of the current condition of Kansas and the point in the season and the scheduling spot. I did, though, talk to my associate, Mike Brenner. He put his head into my office about this one, and he said he saw it on the schedule. He said he really likes Kansas on the first half, which right now is -6, and he actually might have something there. If I were going to bet Kansas in this one, it would be, with the halftimes, either on the first half or wait to see what happens with the second half. But as of right now, at this line, I'd personally be leaning towards TCU with the points at +12. Mike Brenner, though, really likes the Kansas on the first half at -6.